Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Firecracker from CZT Suzanne McNeill. Now, it is, at the time of this recording, almost New Year's, my time, so Happy New Year to you. And as I was looking, I was like, wow, what can I do that I haven't done before that is kind of celebratory? And Firecracker, there we go. All right, so this one, I'm going to do my 4 corners and a border. Just because I haven't done that in a while. And this one is neat. It's going to start off with a series of lines. You can decide if you want them straight or not. I'm going to put them on the angle because I think that looks kind of cool. And I'm going to start a little off center as I do them. And the nice thing, and I'm going to kind of make them a little about that wide, however that is, pen width-ish. Up to you. You can do it however you want, right? We know that. And you can make them a little a little crooked. That's all right. Okay. Then, series of curved lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle and just going from one line to the next, a curved line. Oops, let's see, there would probably be a line there, so we're going to go with that. And then I like to do that and then kind of work backwards. And then, well, actually, when I have a partial, I'm not going to start there. You can also, you decide how far apart you want these, especially after you see it and have done it. Heck, you could probably, everything is up to you. That's what's so fun about this, isn't it? All right, and then I'm going to work up above here. Actually, let me do it this way, so that way I can see. Sometimes when I'm doing a curved line, I like to do them in one direction. Usually, well, actually, it's usually like this. The other way, yeah, that's kind of odd. Oh, it just depends on the day. Because I like to capture the natural curve, and then, if I go, yeah, I wasn't really doing that, was I? No. All right, and then we'll have a little partial there. That looks complete. Yes. Okay. Then, now, take a look at the description section, because I am going to put a link to the Tangle Patterns link in, which also in there has a link to Suzanne McNeill's blog, or maybe I'll put a direct link in there. That way it's easier for you. I'll put both in, but that way you can kind of see, of course, from Suzanne's hand how she did it. And then there is you can do variations on this however you want. I'm going to go with how she has it laid out to begin with, and so just starting somewhere. And I want to make sure, and I appreciate, by the way, comments about not being able to see my hand and pen. I was trying to have it, well, I keep messing with this setup, and eventually it'll be just absolutely amazing. But I appreciate your positive comments. So I just drew a jagged line, just pick a place. So in each of these sections, we're going to do something different. And this will be filled in. I'm going to fill it in for now, but what I think I will do is we'll just, for the other ones, we will at least get the jagged line. I will probably do the whole, the magic of the pause, so that way you are not tortured with watching me fill all of this in. And that way, if you're tangling along too, then you can take your time and then just unpause, and we'll be right together. Okay, what I decided to do, and you can do this any way you want, because there's 3 things that we're going to alternate. We're going to alternate this jagged line, some straight lines, and then just empty. As I was looking at hers, what I decided to do, at least for the method that I wanted to do, is I'm going to go kind of up diagonally. So here, because these are all essentially in rows. So wherever you started, and then so here, then I'm going to come down one like so. So it's kind of a diagonal, but then we have to, do the rest. So if you leave 2 spaces, so one is for blank, one is for straight lines, and depending on whatever direction you do, then I have, then I can do another jagged line, and then start again with the jagged line going up diagonally. And as you can see, I mean, you can double check too. 2 spaces, and that works. I prefer to do things with the least amount of thinking possible. All right, then let's see. From here, let's go up 1, 2, because sometimes you have to hit like this. You have to have a restarting place, and then up to this one is going to be like so. And let's see here. Well, here's the jagged 1, 2. Oh, and I'm going to guess that it's going to be hidden back here, so I'm not going to do that one. Okay, so I'm going to hit pause. You hit pause if you're tangling along. Be right back after I get these filled in. Okay, all filled in. Next step is to put in some straight lines. And what I decided to do is just the space underneath where we did the jagged lines, I'm going to add straight lines. Just like so. And then same idea, you can kind of go up diagonally, the same principle. And just keep going. Now, of course, I mean, you can add, whatever you want decorating wise. I think these look really neat the way they are. Let's see, this will have just a little one there. Okay, then best thing I can do is, so here's this jagged edge, and then right below it, and just putting some straight lines in. One thing I'm not doing that I'm thinking about that, well, I could have done, but I didn't, is you could put in that sparkle, which is just basically leaving a gap. So if I was doing that, you can, like this, if you want. Since I haven't, I'm going to fill that in. But you can do that kind of in the middle, and it, like in the middle here, and that adds a bit of shine just from your pen. Okay, then this one is going to be here. Let's see, then going down, this one here. It's kind of like a interesting checkerboard. Okay, and then, well, this one would be the same. Like I said, because I have done the curvy border, then I have these little partials, and you have to pay attention to what's in those partials. Okay, here's jagged line, then we're going to do straight lines. Because I like to use the word that it looks convincing then. So even if it's just like a little straight line or a little, like here, just barely, it just makes it convincing when you're doing this. Okay, and then this one, said we're going up. And because I've chosen to work with a little border, I'm not going under the border, or I'm not going over the border, I'm essentially drawing under the border. Like so. Yeah. And that's basically it. Really neat tangle. Now, if we wanted to do some shading, I would highly recommend, I'm gonna put some right in the middle. You could go to either side as well, but we can always add some if we need it, because these are kind of round with those curved lines, so why not accentuate the lines, the curves, with some graphite. And I'm just gonna, well, let's see if I go this way, and then I can kind of do the little circles, and that's bringing it into both sides. at the same time. Oh, look at that. Oh, neat. You know, it just doesn't get old. I don't know how many times I can do this, and it's still absolutely amazing to just watch it. You know, these tangles transform with just a simple line of graphite spread out. Just amazing. Now, say too, if you were going to do let's say the sparkle here, you could leave a little shine in here, or you can always, oh, that's a colored pencil. That's not going to, well, it could work. You could put some charcoal pencil, or if all you have is a white colored pencil, you could always give it a go. But if you want to add to that, sometimes just going up, just over everything, even though I'm on a white tile, see how it adds something. Just so neat. All right. And then for the last little bit, because it's Firecracker, I'm going to add, this is a pastel pencil, just because I had it handy and it was screaming at me, do something with me, do something with me. So we're going to make Firecracker on the outside with, I'm just scribbling, as you can see, some red and some yellow, because that would kind of be the color of a firecracker, and or at least the flame. And then I am just using the tortilla. That's why I like the chalk pencils, and I think it needs a little bit more yellow though. See, we can come back. I'll add some yellow, as I can already see. Needs more yellow than red. And I am just blending them together in my outline. Oh, and then I have another thought. Ha! That's just funny. Okay, so other thought, since I did this, let's you didn't know you were going to get, like, this is extra, and this is a New Year's bonus. We're going to do a couple extra shading techniques. Well, okay, just one. This was just scribbling and having fun. Sometimes it's nice, when you have that border, just to do something. But since I created that border, well, now I was feeling like we got to make it more of a presentation. So I'm laying some really heavy graphite. And I'm just going to pull it out just a little bit, so there's a gradient and not just that harsh line. We'll see if I need to add more. I just want to blend out that line that I'm seeing. Okay. And might have to do some more there. Oh. And this is kind of the shadow box technique. It's a little bit more, well, no, I'm thinking that looks like I lifted this border up over, or pushed that center down. That's what we call it, the shadow box technique. Sometimes it's a little bit more neat, for lack of a better way to say it. If you have some extra curves in the border, but as you can see, it kind of turns out really neat. And I am just enamored with that. Wow. How cool. Anyway, like I said, it just doesn't get old. And I hope it doesn't get old for you as well. If you enjoyed the video, appreciate thumbs up, likes, shares, subscriptions if you want to subscribe to the channel. If you like it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber. And then also in the description section, besides the step outs, ways to connect with me if you kind of like what I do and maybe want to join in on a live session, would love to have you. I do a combination of both paid and free classes, and they're on my website, or just contact me with questions. All right, again, Happy New Year, and I wish you lots of happy tangling in 2022.